Now you're in for a treat. This little lady inspired me. Meet Alex. She's the one who made those cute little coffee mugs. So I tell you what, we were over at Dash Bakery, and that's your aunt and uncle. I said, these are like the neatest mugs. They're so cool. And she says, my niece makes these things. But we had to see the person behind it and what you do. So tell me about yourself. Tell me about what you do in this, and you work from home.
I do. I mostly make mugs because that's what people like. But I can make pretty much anything on the pottery wheel.
How did you start pottery? Like, how does someone say, I'm gonna buy a 2200-degree kiln and do something?
Well, I actually started an event. It was a fundraising event called Soup for the Soul, and it was handmade bowls. And you would come to the event, you get a bowl, and you get to eat soup from local restaurants, and all the money went to the food pantry here, The Rock. So I actually decided to learn to do pottery for that event I created.
So you started this from helping other people.
The first event I didn't do pottery yet, and I had a hard time getting the bowls donated, so I was like, well, for next year I'll just learn myself. So that's kind of what I did.
I'm gonna make my own bowls.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
Come on, how cool is that? Did they already go in the kiln?
Nope. So they're gonna get trimmed, they're gonna get cleaned up and painted. I'm gonna put handles on them. They're gonna go in the kiln once and get fired, and then they're gonna come out and get glazed and then go back in. So it's a multi-step situation.
I mean, this is your ding right here?
This is the pottery wheel, yeah.
Alex, what would you like to make today? Tell me.
I'll make a bowl because I actually never get to make bowls.
Yeah, let's do a bowl.
I haven't made a bowl in a really long time.
Let's do a bowl.
So the first thing I do is center the clay, which is a process of pulling it up and down and getting it nice and even all around.
Gosh, you guys make that look so easy. That's
the hardest part, definitely. So now I have a good foundation to start with. Just go in the center.
This is like the coolest thing ever. It's not that easy, just so you know, it's not easy.
This is like the quickest part of the whole process. As you see, like everything's always in. I always have so many steps and everything's always in a process somewhere. Like it takes me probably a week or so just to get something through and done. But this is the funnest part for sure. I've probably made like 100,000 things.
Seriously?
Probably, honestly. I thought about it the other day and I was like, I've thrown tens of thousands probably of things on here.
Who eats out of a bowl this big?
Me.
This is a food bowl?
I eat out of a huge bowl.
How big is your spoon?
Not big enough. A little swirly.
Look.
And it's done.
It looks so easy. You make it look so easy.
Yeah, you cut it off. And I like to pick them up, set them down. Are you ready to try?
I failed really bad last time.
Well,
so okay.
That's what pottery is about, failing.
Okay.
I mean, it's like 50% failure. So you like to make sure it's nice and stuck. Get the clay wet. Start the wheel,
fine.
and I'll help you out. Okay, a little too fast.
Too fast.
Okay, now you wanna go, keep going. This is the hardest part. Like
so I didn't even get it centered yet.
No, this is what takes.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
This is what takes the most practice. Okay, now you can stick your fingers in it and just try to do what I did.
I gotta push harder without trying to. Oh wow, you're really pushing hard. Okay, got it.
Okay, now I'm gonna try to pull it up. Keep going. I got you.
She's gonna fire me. Wait! This is not easy.
It's not.
This is like super humbling, okay?
Humbles me every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For the lesson, and trust me, you are probably an amazing teacher, but I tell everybody I'm an awful student, so it's obvious.
So it gets to around 2200 degrees, and it takes roughly 9 to 12 hours to cook, and then about the same amount of time to cool down. So it's like.
Wait a minute, 9 to 12 hours at 2200 degrees.
It slowly builds up to that. So once it hits temperature, it turns off, and then it cools down.
Got it.
Yeah, so it starts at room temperature, And over the course of 9 to 12 hours, it goes up and up and up and up slowly.
Yeah.
And then the last 100 degrees takes a really long time because it's a lot of energy. And so, I mean, it's like max energy that my whole house can take.
All right, well, you guys, get ready for 2200 degrees. We'll see you in 12 hours. Not really.
Okay. Voila.
Look at that. This is after, so this is like 12 hours later. And what's a trip? It even has paper already with all the numbers written on the inside of it.
It's already skewed and ready to go. Yeah.
It even melts the skew in there.
Yeah, it does it all for me. It's amazing.
You are so talented. And
Thank you.
I really, Alex, thank you for just sharing a few minutes of the day, because this is when I saw him, I told you I had to come meet you and see your work. So.
Well, I'm honored to show
thank
you
you
guys. Super thankful.
And the coffee, just so you know, guys, hey, the coffee tastes super good out of these mugs. Man, that process is so cool. And I even got to leave with a new favorite mug.